Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction and of course based on Elliott Wave analysis. But this video also is to support our Elliott Wave analysis with some indicators like the RSI, the MACD and the Bolliger Bands, and of course my own indicator that I developed by myself, which is called KGT for now, and giving us some really good signals, and especially for the short and long term trades. Now I wish you of course to have a nice weekend. Don't forget to enjoy your time as well and not looking at the chart the whole time. Just have some possibilities, put your trade on and leave it for the time. Now starting on the RSI, I would like to show you some signals on the RSI that we might have. First signal is on the 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, we can already see here a bearish convergence where we can see higher prices and then lower prices, while on the RSI we can see here almost the same amount of prices creating a convergence for the prices after of course even reaching the overbought area on the 4-hour chart. So therefore we are looking a little bit for lower prices here and to calm down the RSI a little bit. So yeah, that's a very possible that we see lower prices based on our both scenarios, bearish and bullish scenario, that we want to see of course lower prices. Right, remember that for our diagonal here we need our wave 4 to reach a little bit lower and then move up. In case if we are WXY, then we need to see a lower prices as well than this. On the 1-hour chart as well, we can see some divergence. We can call it also bearish divergence, where you can see lower prices here and higher prices here. In this divergence as well, we can see here as well this divergence where it suggests of course to move down a little bit as well to relax this RSI. So this for the RSI, of course it shows us that we are on a good side for our analysis to look for more lower prices. Therefore, yeah, I would call the RSI is a good signal for our analysis. And moving to the MACD. In the MACD, what we can see here, of course, on the daily, the most important one is that we can see on the MACD the volume is getting into a triangle, and the same is for our price. As you can see here, starting from this high, we can see our volume is also getting into a triangle, suggesting that the price is consolidating or going much more into sideways. And in that case, remember our sideways scenarios where we have an ABC, a running flat, and possibly a zigzag. Or another possibility is an A, B, and a C, finishing also a regular flat or an expanding flat, and then again sideways. Therefore, this triangle that we see here might be working as well as volume in our MACD, where we can see also the consolidation of a sideways. So that supports much more the sideways analysis, I would say, on MACD. Now, if we want to look further inside the 4-hour chart, for example, we can see that on the 4-hour chart we have a high amount here of buyers. However, it did not reach really higher than before, as we can see here, and now we are looking a little bit for lower prices, and kind of the trend tend to move towards or curve towards the downside. On the 1-hour chart, definitely the curve has already started. We see a bearish cross here for the trend and going lower for more volume of sellers. Now, of course, how much this can endure or may go deeper, nobody knows. However, once you start to see a lighter red here, that might be a signal that, okay, the trend towards the downside has finished and we might see some buyers getting in again. So that was it for the MACD. Looking at the Bollinger Bands, which is also a nice indicator, I would like to show what's going on, starting with the 1 hour chart. Of course, here we can see that after extending this upper band, since our wave 5 considered or wave 3 for a diagonal, we saw already a very high amount of volume in this wave. So yeah, our Bollinger Band, the upper side is already very extended, and we are looking, of course, to test our lower one again, and yeah, maybe even to range a little bit and then move down a little bit more. On the 4 hour chart, we can see, yeah, it's the same thing is repeating. We want to test at least the midpoint again before moving up, in case we want to move up. If in case we reverse here, this would be perfect scenario for your wave 4 in your diagonal, right? This could be your exactly wave 4 hitting here and then finishing your diagonal in 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that supports also perfectly our bullish scenario here, while if you want to be bearish, you want to see the price even testing and re-breaking again as this midline, going for the lower Bollinger Band for a WXY finished. Of course, here we are talking about the WXY finishing, breaking this line, then hitting the lower band and even stretching it for our CME gap. So this could be a nice signal once we see a reversal as well, or a reversal towards the upside. That might be a bullish scenario. Of course, you want to wait because it might test it again and then move down again for the WXY. That's perfect for the Bollinger Band. If we look also on the daily, we have seen we have tested lately the lower part, and then we broke this part. Now it is very possible to retest this midline, as we said, and this would be perfect again for our wave 4 in our diagonal. So I would say Bollinger Bands would support much more our bullish scenario, again for a diagonal towards the upside, retesting here this area and moving up again, finishing this diagonal, and then moving for wave 2 and moving massively and explosively towards the upside. Last signal I would like to show is on my own indicator again, this indicator where we can get like clear signal before even the trade or the trend starts. As you can see here, we see two very strong signal or seller signal on these candles in the top, and as you can see, we start to see some red now. Of course, after looking at those buyers starting our impulse towards the upside, you can see that those buyers have started on a volume of 193 candles, daily candles or 4 hour candles. And here we can see that at the 92 almost, or 91, we have started to see again some sellers, which is very close. I mean, it's not really far. I mean, it is the half of the buyers. However, that suggests, of course, that we might go down for a wave 4 again, for a diagonal, and then move up. So if we have a 91 here, while your buyers are at the 190, which is almost the half of it, even less. So yeah, we might dive a little bit lower exactly for that wave, and then start to see some buyers again entering this chart, right, towards the upside. It is the same for the daily chart. We can see that this is our most signals. They're starting here from our first impulse, where we are seeing a 1 and 2, and then now we are looking for a wave 3, where your wave 3 of course needs, of course, first a strong signal, which we have seen as well at the 31, going high a little bit. We need to finish this 1, 2 and move higher again. Now of course a bearish signal appears on the daily, but it's still a little bit weak signals at the 9, while your buyers are at 31 as volume. So what it suggests here, of course, we're gonna see lower prices a little bit, finishing this diagonal wave 4 and then wave 5, and possibly going to a wave 2. Now of course As I said and mentioned in our daily analysis, that the key factor is in our 1 hour chart here, where you have in this bearish scenario or as a bullish scenario as well. If you break this level here towards the downside, then your then your diagonal is invalidated. Therefore, once it is invalidated, then we are looking for WXY and we are looking for lower prices. So therefore, possibilities for all indicators for now are indicating that we are in a wave 4, possibly to reverse, especially on the Bollinger Band and also on my own indicator, that it shows, of course, possibly that we hit this level and reverse. Now, if we reverse and try to go down and break it towards the downside, then definitely we are bearish in WXY. So that was it for the indicators analysis, besides our deep analysis to support it. I hope that you like this video. Don't forget to go back to the deep analysis to understand much more details about the scenarios that we might face in the today, tomorrow, and in the next week as well. So thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes. Have a nice weekend and see you in the next videos. Bye bye.